What if I told you that a little piece of bubble wrap from your last Amazon order could actually help you feed your family this summer? Well, today I'm going to introduce you to the latest, greatest thing that I have discovered, and that is seed snails. Hey Provident Gardeners, I'm Kylene, and I am super excited about today's video because every year we like to try to experiment with different things in our garden, and we're always learning new things. And I had a viewer who commented and said, hey, have you tried seed snails? I'm like, seed snails? And I had to look it up, but it's a fantastic way to start seedlings. And you look at this at the bottom of this, can you see how the roots have actually grown? I have it right here in the soil in my greenhouse. And this is like incredible how healthy these plants are. And I can grow so many more plants this way than I could individually in cups. Now, quite frankly, a lot of the plants that I have started right now are for my native habitat garden. And I did a video on the cold seed stratification that I had to do in order to plant a lot of these and to prepare the seeds. And I've done some in my Bootstrap Farmer trays, and those work great. I love my Bootstrap Farmer trays. But if I'm looking at something that is super cheap, that costs hardly anything to start my seeds, wow, seed snails are an amazing option. Now, one of the things about seed snails is, if you look at this is actually windowsill insulation, and you can buy it in different widths, but you can also use pretty much anything you have, like the Amazon bubble wrap that I have some of these in. And while I did buy some, it comes in different colors depending on where you buy it. This one is the black, and we also have it in pink and the white, and the color doesn't matter. But what's really great about this is that I can use it year after year. I just rinse it and it tucks away. I mean, this is a lot, this is a lot of it. And it's super easy to store, and yet look at all these incredible seedlings that I have. And as far as that native pollinator garden goes, that I'm waiting to plant all these out because they're ready. They're ready, but I have a few more things to do. Let me take you out there and show you really quick. All of those seed snails in there that I have growing are gonna go into this native pollinator garden that we're growing so that it can attract the pollinators into the greenhouse. Now, we've got a sidewalk that's gonna be poured here, and the reason why is because I'm lazy, and I recognize that sometimes I'm more of a crazy lazy gardener, and some of the weeds might grow up in front of this vent, which is super important. So we're gonna pour this concrete here so that we have a little bit of space. But over here, as you can see, I've got this plastic that's weighted down by these logs. It's been there for like 6 weeks, but the reason it's there is because I want all of those weed seeds to sprout. So there's plenty of moisture and they're sprouting, and then we're just gonna go through and take a hula hoe and chop them all down just before we plant so that I don't have to weed as much. It'll take a few years for the native pollinators to acclimate and to grow strong and healthy. So we gotta make sure that the weeds don't choke them out. That native pollinator garden is going to be absolutely gorgeous. And this is white yarrow that I started specifically for that garden. All of the seeds that I have done are from Survival Garden Seeds native pollinator collection. And they're amazing. There's some really fun plants that it's hard to find good seeds for. Let's talk a little bit about the benefits of seed snails. You can use bubble wrap, you can use this windowsill insulation. You can find it anywhere at a hardware store, and it doesn't cost very much. I'll leave a link to it, but you don't need to buy it through the link. You can just go to your hardware store and buy it. It takes up so much less potting soil to start your plants and give them a really good, healthy start. You do need to keep them watered. It's really important that you're watering them every single day, but they drain really well. You can put several seed snails in a container, and you could just bottom water them so that the water will wick up and take care of the plant. I'm just putting these here in the soil, and you'll notice the roots at the bottom, they go right down into the soil. One of the things that we could do is we could unwrap this, and we could add another layer of soil in here and then close it back up. It would be fatter, but that would give it more soil if they have to continue getting bigger. So drawbacks from the seed snails, I don't see any downside. Do you realize how many onions are in here? This is an entire package of onions. And I'm sure there are hundreds of onions in here just waiting for me to be able to go and plant them out in my garden. What a great way to save a lot of money. I spent the money for a packet of seeds instead of going to the nursery and buying something similar already made that would cost me so much more money. I want to sincerely thank the viewer who told me about seed snails because this has been life-changing. Have you tried seed snails? What did you think of them? Are you as sold on them as I am? No, I'm never going to get rid of my bootstrap farmer trays. I think they're amazing, and there are so many things that I like to use those single cells for, but when it comes to growing a lot of things on a budget with very little soil, I think seed snails are exactly what we need. So if you've used them, comment below and tell us, what did you think of them? And do you have any other great ways of starting your seeds that I should experiment with? I would love to hear that. And now, don't be afraid to get a little bit of dirt under those fingernails and turn that dirt into a delicious dinner.